There was no build-up. No, it just went straight to shooting. Hello Humans. One Piece Season 2 just came out and I've watched it. And I've watched the anime and I'm caught up. I haven't read the manga though. And so far, I'm loving the live action. They've done a great job. Instead of a regular review, I'm to compare my favorite and maybe least favorite parts from each episode and compare it to the anime. So spoilers. Duh. I might miss some things here and there, but there's nothing to it but to do it. We start by Robin. Let's go. I think they did Robin's devil fruit perfectly. I like the fact that the show isn't overtly PG, even if it kind of is, but they cut a bro in half last season, so. We begin with Logtown. So this is the scene where they're trying to decide where to go and they're all like, oh, this is the town Gold Roger died in. Luffy is like, yo, I'm going.
What are you, Grand Line, so that I can find the One Piece?
But we need to stop in Logtown to get some things first.
What's in Logtown? Dead! I don't want that. I need even better.
And
I think they did it well. This is the part where, in the anime, where they do the decision. He suggested. That's the name of the episode. It's a more dramatic scene in the anime apparently. No notes. I think they did it fine in the live action. I like that the decision to go to Logtown. Oh, Luffy looks like an idiot. Ugh, look at him. Man, the casting in the show is so good. They look exactly like the counterparts. This scene was one of the best scenes in the anime. So where he's trying to decide the sword's curse. It's basically shot for shot. I love this part too. There we go. Bro throws up the sword. It's flipping for a very long time. No notes. Peak. Love it. And then Bart shows up. I love that they're giving him more detail, like his role later on. I saw somewhere that like the benefit of doing the live action like this is because they can set up all these things that maybe wasn't really fleshed out when the anime came out. This execution scene, I was like, why is there a carnival here? That I'll find out shortly if there was a carnival there, but I don't think there was in the anime.
I'm dead!
Bro's unharmed, by the way. They flipped it in the anime, they flipped it in the live action, but yeah, it was peak. And then the impact. They should have gone slow-mo. Like they should have made it the how it was shot for shot where it slows down, and the lighting here looks a whole lot more devastating than it did in the live action. I don't care though. It's good. This is anime, live action. Live action. It's not as destructive and like devastating, but you know what? I'll give it to them. In episode 2, we get introduced to Crocus and Laboon. And Laboon looked so good. Like, spoiler, but later on we see Chopper, right? And Chopper sometimes looks CGI, but Laboon looked good. Where's his eyeballs? Look at that. I think they did a great job. And then explaining, like, bro's bashing his head into the wall. It was great. They did not have Crocus be inside Laboon. However, they did at least reference it.
You ever get sick of living in a lighthouse? There's a lot of room inside the boom. Probably build a whole house in there. It's pretty comfortable.
How cool would that be? To live inside a whale?
At least they referenced it.
Ever truly go to shit.
I'll keep that in mind. That's Laboon. And then this is inside Laboon. So that's what they're referencing. But you know what? I can't fault them. What are they gonna do? Build a whole whale to? I will give them that. At least they referenced it. Rivers Mountain was peak. So it's them going up the mountain. It's not as chaotic as it was in the. I remember he had to do it balloon. That happened. Here he just like deflects the ship. Here's where they break it. This is how you do an adaptation. Like, you keep to the source material. It's so good. But then instead of becoming a balloon, Luffy he does the stretchy thing. The Spider-Man, I guess. People are mad that these people are not more, I said these people, that Kobe and Helmeppo are not more in the season, but they're not even in the show. So they should come back later when they're more interesting, you know? So I'll give them that. I'm trying to get to know you. Vivi was perfect casting, like everyone else. No, you ain't. So we got Vivi and Mr. 9? Yeah, I think it was Mr. 9. I don't show him here, but people loved Mr. 9 because of the live action. Like, it was useless in the anime, but he's so lovable in this one. Yeah, there he is. There he is. This is Zoro's scene. And I have a confession to make. I forgot this scene happened until I was watching this. And I was like, oh yeah, Zoro fought 100 Baroque agents. And then I remembered, it just came back like a flashback. I'm like, how are they going to have him jumping across the roofs? They didn't have to. I mean, they did, but they didn't have to. And he did all that. Bro did all that. The McKenyu, what was his name? I think that's his name. Did all that. It's crazy. So that one was a bar fight. It was inside. The costume department is great. Although she doesn't look like Vivi, but I don't care. I guess here they're all sleeping because like they drugged them, but that was a huge change. But she didn't. Her and Zoro didn't fall for it. I hated that Zoro didn't know like the sword names, and he was just like, "Oh, swords have names." That happened in the show too. So the only difference is that he's all over the town when he's fighting them, but the show is all in the bar and then outside the bar. But I love it. Wait, is this the nun? He didn't even fall for it in the anime, but he fell for it in the show. Bro got sprayed in the eyeballs and then... But I like that he also struggled in the show too. Like, this is not peak Zoro. It's like he's learning. I like that.
Who's fancy? Cannon! Run!
Those explosions are not big enough. I'm joking. They're fine. But that guy has booger bombs?
Not quite.
Not quite. It's a weird ability, but we'll give it to you, man. It was no build-up. No, it just went straight to shooting. Here's Sad Vivi after the death of Ingram. We come to Little Garden. I'm going to show the fight between where Zoro and Sanji were fighting the dinosaur. That's a change because they fought different animals in the anime, but here they're both fighting the same thing. But the bickering was great. I love the bickering.
You think you killed a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a kick? You just saw me do exactly that. Look here. This sword. And
Yeah.
see that?
That was good. I like that. Yeah, so here Sanji does it alone. Just kicks it and he dies. Meanwhile, Zoro is fighting a rhino on the other side, so that's the difference. What is bro looking like a toothpick for? A lot happens in this episode. Dang. So we get Mr. 3, and this is another perfect casting. My goodness. I don't know how they find these people. And then in the behind the scenes, like in the anime, his house is just a cube, but obviously he's not gonna make it a cube. Like this is better. Like this is a good choice that they made. The giants were done great. Like it doesn't look bad. I love like there's like saving. I don't know if it's saving money, but it's better than trying to make a CGI. Man, Brogy looks like Brogy, and Dory looks like Dory. Let's go! Man, this was good. They changed a lot at the end, but again, it doesn't matter. This is just like Little Garden. Like, I don't know, one of the giants was waxed up in his cave in this versus being waxed up on the ground beside the cake. Hey, so they didn't like their impacts weren't this dramatic, but that's just a theme throughout. Animes do be like that. I guess lastly, it's the candle scene. That's them on the wax. Wax on, wax off, wax, yeah.
Plan is that.
Better than being
This is where he tries to cut his leg off.
Your leg.
You're scared to watch. Look away. This is disgusting. Stop it.
It's so good. It's good. I missed the scene where Sanji was talking to Crocodile, Mr. Zero. I would like to point out how perfect of a casting Mr. 3 was once more. Like, let's find his face again. Yeah, there he is. This looks exactly like, I don't know the actor's name. David, I can't pronounce that. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Das Malchian. I'm sorry. This scene was great. Like, that fish is terrifying. That is terrifying.
No. We failed.
Stay the course.
Like Brody said.
Yeah. There they can do the slow-mo, but no. When Luffy's head was about to be chopped off, they couldn't do that. But let's look at Hakoku in here. This is Sanji. I forgot about this part. Here's the anime version. Yep. That's still terrifying. That's my face.
なんだこいつは。いいのか。巨大企業。どっから聞いたような。感じ切って。急いで。もっと早く。ダメだ。まっすぐ進め。
Yes. Let's go, Usopp.
もちろんだ。やるのよ。分かってるやん。ある。ほら。最後のね。
Oh, where's the second part of that? It just says Hakoku. Oh, okay. That's that. The reaction, this. Dude, that was perfect. That was actually great casting. I like that they kept Zoro being shirtless in the cold. Apparently, what's her name? Like Miss Thursday, I think, or whoever. It's an added scene, so I like that. Got to see her. Apparently, Oda drew her for them, just for this. So it's pretty good. And then we see a reverie. I saw people making fun of the sombrero, bro. Someone said, oh, there should be tequila. Right. Let's talk about the costume of Drumbro. Drumbro's costume is great. Like, that is King Wapol. Yeah. Wapol is crazy. The mouth, the movement, it's wacky, but it works. Like, man, the actors looking identical. Like, look at that and look at that. Are they related? They're not the same person. Who's in charge of casting? They need to be given a raise. I love the snails. This poor snail. Where's the snail that's like half alive? It's like, this one. I feel bad for this snail. Did anyone else feel bad for this snail? Like, this Den Mushi? And the sound. Oh, I didn't want to hear it. Honestly, Smoker is great. I didn't like him at first, but he nailed the role. He nailed it. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't like him because he just looked too clean. Everyone's complaining about that. Like his hair looked too white. His jacket looked like on top, but it doesn't matter. Like his acting carried it. All their actings like carried it. It's an iconic moment. Luffy carrying Nami up and Sanji. This threw me off when I saw this. That's creepy, but that's exactly what happened. That's crazy. Oh, that's not it. Oh. That's the scene. And here's Wapol. How is this not perfect costume? Like, look at that. Okay, and then we see Chopper for the first time. That would be my reaction to Chopper. Look at him. The voice actor of Chopper also sounds exactly like Chopper. The runaway. The hide. Let's go.
Court, that's why you can't see me.
So that's... Then he runs away in the runner. Oh, he actually gets it right. Like, listen, that was perfect, man. Anyways.
You're thinking the wrong way.
Yes, you are. Damn, Luffy.
Okay, drama.
Dang. And then the first time we see Dr. Hillock, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He moves like that hair is heavy. Like, he's like Darth Vader. Oh. Chopper's cute. Chopper's hella cute. Dang, that looks great. Like, look at the CGI. Dang, look at him. Where do they find these actors, man? I love the backstory of Chopper. That was very accurate, and like the mistaken for the poison, the mushrooms, how Chopper looked broken. How could you say no? Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, what were you doing? Would you break his tiny little heart and be like, oh, it's a poison, I'm not gonna eat your food after, look at him, he's bleeding. And this is the live action version. Bro's shaking. Man, I'm like, there's so many characters in this show, and it doesn't feel like there's 1,000 characters. I don't know how they do it. The only beef I have with this season was the final fight between Luffy and Wapol. Like, here are the monsters that Wapol created. So I guess this is what they're referring to, because he merged his two weirdos into one weirdo. Chess Marimo. And that's all I'm gonna show of that. Luffy's so stupid. Yeah, wasn't this like some big weapon he had that was too old? Look at this moment that They did that. That's crazy. And they did that too. He's so stupid. Just knocks him away. See, that feels bad. That was impactful, man. Like, bro went flying versus. That feels like a factory. His tongue doesn't turn into it this time, it just comes out, doesn't it? Yeah, it just comes out. They changed that. It's different. While I love that Chopper's like heavy point is like real, like as a costume, but his face is creepy. I don't like looking at it. Did anyone have that? It's not cute no more. Like pausing halfway through his transformation is hilarious. The smile. Look at Swole Chopper. He should just pause halfway through his transformations. Look at him. Anyways, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for this. So this is meant to be the bazooka where he knocks Wapol away, but this is a throwback to Sanji did this before. Like the velocity doesn't feel like that's all because of the wire work, but like I can't complain, but that's my only beef. And if that's my only beef, it means it's good. Okay, I'm sorry for complaining, but I have to complain about something. I've been praising this entire episode, okay? Just trying to find something to complain about. It's peaked this last episode, whatever. And Wapol's gone, and apparently all his creations just fall apart. It's very like hive mind type of thing, and I don't know if that actually happened. He did it? Oh, okay. I cannot have this episode without showing Zoro and Chopper. I think everyone's heart just died when they see. We all know Zoro and Chopper's relationship, and then the fact that it's Zoro who picked Chopper up as he's crying is the best. I love it. They did justice. I honestly thought that they would skip a whole lot of stuff. I thought they would skip islands. I thought they would skip, I don't know, the unluckies. I didn't even show the unluckies. But they didn't do anything. They didn't shy away from anything. I didn't feel robbed. I felt like they went through everything. The pacing was great. I honestly don't know how long they're going to keep making the seasons, but I know that season 3 is currently shooting. As long as they're doing it, I'm here for it. Let me know what you think. Have you watched season 2 and season 1? I like season 2 better. How about you? If you like this video, subscribe. But until next time, have a nice day.